Hello, 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 everybody. How are you? How are you? How are you? This is Shalina Diva, the Purpose Driven Diva, and I'm so excited to go live tonight. Okay, you guys, I'm so excited. I can't wait to get into tonight's class. It's very near and dear to me. All right, you guys. So, listen, those of you who know me, what's up? We're about to get into it. Those of you who don't, my name is Shalina Diva, the Purpose Driven Diva. I love to show women how to discover, invest, value, and appreciate their lives and business, okay? And what I love to do is to help women take their knowledge, what they know, and turn it into cash. So whether it is the knowledge from your formal education, from college, graduate school, bachelor's degree, PhDs, whether it's the skill sets that you've gleaned from years of being in corporate America, or if it's the valuable life lessons that you've learned from the obstacles that you've overcome in your life, I can show you how to turn that knowledge, that information, those skill sets into a profitable online coaching business. Through my company, Best Selling Year, we help you to build a profitable personal brand. We show you how to create content marketing that positions you as an expert and easily sells your products and services. And lastly, we show you how to create those amazing digital products and services, whether they're ebooks, webinars, masterclasses, memberships. We show you how to create all of that so that you can earn money in your sleep, you can have greater impact, and you can have greater income. Okay, so if you're new in this space, I'm definitely a coach for you. Okay, you guys, so don't be shy. Let me know, where are you tuning in from, city and state. Also, let me know, if you are a coach, what kind of coach are you? Or you may say, Shalina, I don't consider myself as a coach. That's quite all right. But let me know, what are you into? Okay, so let me hop into it. Okay, you guys, tonight, we're going to talk about one of my favorite subjects of all. One of my favorite subjects. Stop letting people pick your brain for free. Once I grasped this concept, and once I really let it resonate, and once I really stood up for myself and stood up for what I know and stood up for like the years I've learned certain techniques and strategies, and I put boundaries and I put a value on my value, I put a price on things, the game literally changed. I changed the game. So before I go on, how many of you can relate to people who always come to you asking you for information? They say, hey, how do you do this? How do you do that? What's this? What's that? How many people always come to you asking you for information? If they do, I want you to type me in the comments. But first, I want you to say hello, because we're very interactive here. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Then type me in the comments if you are used to people who always come to you and they ask you for information. All right. So as you all are doing that, right? The next thing that I want you to think about, right? You guys know I live next to a how what is it? A hospital. So okay, so the ambulance is gone. Okay, so we have Shakima from Richmond, Virginia, in the house. All right. Okay, so Shakima's saying me. Shakima's tired of people coming to her, asking her for information for free. So shout out to Shakima S. Perry. Shakima, let us know what kind of coach you are as well. So here's the deal. When people come to you and they're always asking you questions and they want you to give them information, I want you to view this as a great sign. I want you to view this as a good thing. So don't just get, bent out of shape over it. I want you to view this as a good thing. And it's a good place to build your foundation. And here's why I say this, right? So Yvonne is in the house. Shout out to Yvonne Brown. We got Philly in the house. You guys know I'm from Philadelphia. People think I'm from Atlanta, but I'm from Philadelphia. So it's actually a good thing that people come to you and they ask you the same questions over and over and over again. So before I move on, I want you to reframe this, and I want you to type good in the comments, GOOD. It's a good thing that people are coming to you asking you how to do certain things. So type good in the comments. All right. So Shakima says, I am a purpose and business coach. All right. All right. All right. So type good in the comments. And it's good because if people are coming to you asking you the same types of questions over and over again, right? This should let you know, it should signal to you It should signal to you that they see value in what you know. They trust your information. They see value in what you know. Hey, Sophia. Sophia says, goody, goody. What's up, Sophia? Hey, girl. So listen, people see value in what you know. They come to you. They see you as a trusted source. So that is the good thing that I want you to, focus on. This is the good thing. This is the foundation I'm going to show you how to build upon. Okay. So it's a good thing that they come to you. That means you're a trusted authority. That means they know that you know what you're talking about. And that means that they know that they trust you. And remember, people do business with people that they know, like, and they trust. Okay. So you have those things working for you. Where you go wrong is that you don't place boundaries on how much free information you give and how many times they can come to you. And that has to deal with posture. So this whole first part of the year 2020, I have been working on my posture. And posture means this. You cannot come to me and get free information, especially in regards to something that I teach. That is the stance that I have taken. That is the posture that I am assuming with you. And I'm very firm about that. And, I was saying last week, I bought into that whole heart-centered entrepreneur stuff. I agree with that. But I said, you know what? I can't be heart-centered because I get taken too much advantage of. How many of you have been taken advantage of? Type advantage in the comments. I said, I'm a lion-hearted entrepreneur. And then finally, I settled on I'm the lioness entrepreneur. When you think of a lioness, they're the ones who go out and hunt. They're strategic. They pounce on opportunity. Like, they got to make it happen. I became that for my company. So for me, my posture is such that when it comes to certain things, you cannot pick my brain for free. And I'm going to tell you why you cannot. For one, I value what I know. I spend time studying, I spend time learning, and I have invested money to learn what I know. You are not entitled to my information for free. Because first of all, to me, it's not just information, because you can go on Google, you can go on YouTube, and you can learn tons of information. I am transformative. So the information that I give you, it will change your mindset, your business, and your bank account. So my information is valuable. So I have taken a stance, no, I'm not going to give that away to you for free. All right. And many times it's because I've created a class on it. And a lot of the a la carte classes I have, you guys, they are so inexpensive. Some of them are under $47. You don't think enough of what I know to invest $37 or $47? That shows me how much you really, truly value me. And it's like, well, I just wanted to answer. Listen, you can purchase the class, or you can go and find it. I have no problem telling you what. So you're like, Shalina, okay, I'm just throwing something out there. When it comes to Zoom, how do I do blah, blah, blah? Or when I'm doing Zoom, what's going on? Because I know Zoom, I say, okay, have you considered blah, blah, and blah? And they'll be like, okay, I didn't know that. Okay, I'll do it. And if that information is sufficient, then fine. But if you come back and like, I really don't understand, and then I need to break down the how to do it, you need to just take Zoom Superstar. It's like 37 to 47. You need to just take that, because I'm not going to repeat what I've already taught. That is a posture that I have taken. And you have to realize with people, they are not entitled to your information for free. No one is. Did you get your information for free? No. Whether you had to pay for it, or whether you had to spend time learning it, or whether you had to spend time through experience learning it, you didn't get it for free. So why should you give it away for free? And if a person is like, they don't have the money, they don't want to pay, then guess what, baby? You better roll up your sleeves, and you need to go to the Google University and YouTube University and work it out. I'm not entitled to give you free information. When you go to Walmart, you wouldn't go to Walmart and ask for something for free now, would you? So why would you come to someone who has, like, this is their business, this is how they eat? Why would you come to them and ask them for free information? So you have to assume a better posture. So let me go here. Sophia says, I am an executive coach and mentor coach. Okay. Sophia said yes to boundaries. Shakima says advantage. People will take advantage of you. Why? Because you don't have boundaries set. You should have boundaries around your pricing. Some of you don't even have products created, so you don't even have boundaries around your pricing. So how can you expect people to respect your knowledge and your experience when you didn't even respect it enough to package it up and present it to the world so that they can invest in it and you can get paid? Have you ever thought of creating digital products in that way before? Like, you don't even respect your knowledge enough to figure out, how can I package it up? How can I deliver it in a way where I can help a ton of people and I get paid? So if you don't respect your own knowledge, how can you expect them to? The number one way to respect your knowledge, package it up. It can be in the form of a master class. You teach it live, then you record it, and now it's on demand. It can also be a digital download, and it can be your information in an ebook, all right, that they have to purchase. It could be a coaching program. It can be a review or an audit. It should take the form of something, and people should have to pay for it. It should be an even exchange. And if you don't understand that it's an even exchange, then listen, you're not in business, because you are in business to solve a problem for a fee. And if people have a problem with paying you, then they're not your ideal client anyway. You have to realize that. So when you go from you're teaching everything for free to now you're starting to put a price tag on it, you're going to go through a period of being very uncomfortable, because people who are used to coming to you for free, they're going to be upset because it's no longer free. And then also too, when you start, really taking your knowledge seriously and monetizing it, you're going to start putting parameters on your time. You're going to have to start setting boundaries on your time. So no, baby, I don't have an hour to talk to you about a strategy. Buy the class, where when you purchase the class, I take you systematically through it. You're going to get a result. And guess what? You have lifetime access to it. You can watch it whenever. I don't have an hour of my time to give to you for free. Heck, I don't even have 15 minutes if you're not a client. I don't have that kind of time. So you don't even put parameters on your time. Let me tell you how you don't. You don't even have a scheduler. So, when people want to get with you, oh, what time is good for you? What time? Yeah, no, no, no. Here's the link to my calendar. And if you get offended because someone gives you a link to their calendar, you don't respect your own time. Because I say this to people, I say, you know what? If it's not, and I used to have a good friend who used to say this years ago, if it's not on a calendar, it doesn't get done. So I literally have to I schedule in my naps. I schedule in my mental breaks. I schedule in when I got to do laundry. I schedule in time with my son. I block off my weekend with my son so I don't do anything. I block off times with my clients. Like, you need a schedule. You need a scheduler. So if you say, Shalene, I want to talk to you, I just want to chat. Okay, here's my link. Get on my calendar and you'll see, oh wow, like our calendar is a little busy, right? Because I don't have time for that. So if you don't respect your time or put boundaries on your time, how can you expect them to? I remember going to a live workshop with Iyanla Vanzant, and she said, you can't be hollering, you're disrespecting me. She said, well, you didn't tell them the boundary, or you didn't create it, and you didn't tell them what it is. So when you come to me, you say, Shalene, I want to chat, I want to do whatever. And I'm like, okay, sure, no problem. And I slide you the link. I have created a boundary, and I'm letting you know to get on the phone with me and we're talking business. This is what we do. And even with my friends and my close family, I have prescribed times that I talk to them. I don't mix it up. So if you get offended by that, then that's on you. And I guess you won't talk to me, because I didn't come to you wanting to talk to you. You wanted to talk to me. And if I came to you and I want to talk to you, I'll say, okay, what's your schedule like? How do you do it? And then, okay, somebody said, well, Shalene, just inbox me before you want to chat. Cool. I'm with it. But you got to put a boundary on your time. You got to create the boundary, and you got to let people know. All right. And then in terms of like your knowledge and how much you give away, this is something I always tell people. Get those frequently asked questions that people give you. It could be however many it is, right? And so what you can do is, with the frequently asked questions, you can either turn it into a low ticket item where you answer the questions or whatever, ebook, whatever, or a quick masterclass. You put it's a low ticket item and you send it to them. And that's all the information that they need to know. And the reason why I say that is because you're saving time and energy. If people keep asking the same questions, why would you keep giving the same answer over and over and over and over and over again? I don't have that kind of time. And if people listen, if people get offended, baby, that's not your client. That's not your ideal person. So author Darling Moore, she says, I create powerhouses. Ask me how. Okay, that's what she does. Hey Darissa, she's saying good evening. Amen. Waiwana says, I am beginning to package things up and put systems in place to help me impose boundaries. Excellent. That's what you should do. So Darissa's saying, I'm learning this too. And it feels uncomfortable, you guys, in the beginning because you're such a bleeding heart. You want to help everyone, but you can't help everyone. And listen, this is what came to me today. Your desire to help like my desire to help you cannot be stronger than your desire to help yourself. And I want to help everybody, but I'm realizing I can't. You're going to have to meet me halfway. And so, if you want to learn, like, okay, Shalina, I'm building an online school. I've helped over 100 women so far. So for you to come to me and say, Shalina, I'm building this online school. What do you think? Da 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 da. I'm telling you right now, I might say, okay, well, all right. All right, okay, I might give you a direction. But if you come into, baby, listen, I got a class, take the class. You're going to get full support. I'm not in that business anymore. And I don't care if you don't like me afterwards. You have to get to that point where it's like, there needs to be a level of respect. And just because I'm your friend, that does not mean I give you stuff for free. Matter of fact, my very first client was one of my best friends, Aisha Derrick. She paid me $3,000. If my best friend did that, and my best friends now pay me for my information, who are you? Who are you really? You're not one of my best friends. If my best friends pay me, you don't even stand a chance. And I'm saying this because guess what? I respect you too. So I have students in my online school. Some of them have created classes and courses that I am interested in. I want to learn. And guess what? I pay full price for and you're like, Shalina, but they are students. Yes, but they follow what I said and they created something of value that's going to help me. So I pay and ask them. I don't ask them for discounts. I don't say give it to me for free. You know why? Because they paid to get into my program full price. I'm reciprocal. Even my clients I know who make different products and they make different physical products. I purchase their stuff too because I see value in it. I don't try to use my influence to be like, yo, give me samples. And then, if it's good, I'm going to blow you up. No, I just purchase their stuff. And then I let people know about it. Why? Because I see value. So and it feels very uncomfortable. But once you learn how to start packaging it up and then presenting it and realizing that it's a solution to someone's problem and it's a service, it becomes a lot easier. All right. So those of you who are looking to package up what you know, I'm telling you the best game in town is the online school, because a lot of times when you're just getting into this game, you make the mistake of putting everything into your first class. You think of putting everything into a course. And in fact, when you're just learning this, I strongly discourage you from creating a course, because you'll put in a lot of stuff you think they want. So I say become very great at mastering creating classes that has one topic, one content, and you're offering one solution and you're delivering on it, right? And then you can create, other many smaller classes until you get the hang of it. That's actually what I do. So a lot of you who are new, right? All right, so Ron Wilch says, I need your service. Look, Ron, hit me up at the online school. We have 2 men. We have like 110 people in the program. We have 2 brothers, so you would be the third. And actually, one of the brothers, one of the things I help people to do is to create like your first class. And so this gentleman, he was like, Shalina, I sold 40,000. What did he say? He said, I sold 40,000 books. And I'm looking to sell 1 million. I said, pause for the cause. You did what? He said, oh, I've sold 40,000 books. I said, how does one do that? It's all self-published books. He said, oh, well, I said, that should be your first class. And so in 1 hour, once he put that class out, he earned over $500. He's teaching a class tomorrow, Thursday, how I sold 40,000 books. I think to date he sold over $700. He's made on his first class, because I teach you how to create the class, what to put in it, because some of y'all is like team too much. Okay, so Ron, this is the best way. If what I'm talking is resonating with you, this is the best way for me to help you. It's amazing, right? And I'll answer any questions. So Carol says, this is valuable information. I'm so glad you love it. Erica, she says, I agree. You have to set boundaries so people respect your time and knowledge. Shakima says 80. My part as a student and 20% coach's part. Yes. Sarissa got the microphone. Guess she want me to put that down. All right. So Shakima says bestsellingyear.com/online school. Here's the link, Ron. Yes, yes, yes. So let me tell you the mistake that people make. Okay. So Wawana says, please share the 40,000 book class with me. I need to look into his class. Okay, so I'll be sure to get that to you, right? I'll be sure to get that to you, Wawana. But see how interesting that was? How I sold 40,000 books. Even if you haven't written a book, but it's on your radar, see, what y'all have to learn is to start future-proofing your business. So even if you're like, a school, Shalina, I never thought. If you think down the line you hop on something like this. So that's how I get ahead. I future-proof my business. Even though I don't have it right now, I know in the future I'm going to need it. So if the opportunity comes up, I see this is where some of y'all go wrong. Well, you're like, oh, well, I don't have that right now, so I'm not going to take it. Listen, a lot of my stuff right now is underpriced. And that's all right because I want to help people, but it ain't going to be there for long. So you're like, all right, okay, let me, I don't have a book yet, but if he's teaching you a strategy, see, this is the problem people make when it comes to writing a book. You should have your marketing strategy together before you even write the book, so that when it's finished, you have a market to sell it to. See, this is the mind of a producer. I'm a producer and I'm a seller. I will sell something. You can't create something, then look for the market. You got to create the market. And as you create the market, you're nurturing it. And then in the background, you're creating something to sell to them. That's how you sell things. Okay, you guys. So, all right. So Leslie, hey, yes, future-proof your business. So this is an analogy I came up for people, right? Who, for people, it's your first class and you're a bleeding heart, you want to help people and all this stuff, right? When you team too much, you put too much stuff in. What happens is you overwhelm people, you confuse them, in a confused mind. Either they don't buy or they won't buy again. They'll be really discouraged. They'll feel stupid. Like it was too much information. I didn't understand it. So what I do is I teach you how to have one piece, like one solution, one topic that you teach, and you go deep. That way, when people are done, they'll feel like, wow, I really understood that. I feel like now I could do X, Y, and Z. But because you future-proof your business and you know your process, and you know that, okay, they need to learn A and be really square and solid on A. But once they become square and solid on A, they're going to need B. My approach is create A, go deep, make sure they know it. Then once they're there, you upsell them to B because they're going to need B. But where a lot of people go wrong is two mistakes people make. New people, you shove, if it's A, B, C, D, and E that you really need to get the full kit and caboodle, you'll shove A, B, C, D, and E into A. And then you're like, oh, wait a minute. And then there's more. And then you got to do this. And then there's more. And then you got to do that. And then people, their eyeballs are crossed. They're like, what the heck? I'm so confused. And then they're overwhelmed. And then they just feel defeated. And they're like, I just invested my money and I'm so confused. Has that happened to any of you before? Has that happened to any of you before? All right, so let me give you an idea. Y'all know I like to sing and music and stuff like that. But the mistake people make with that first class or their classes, right? Imagine, you know how you have a song and what the song is the hook, then it's the bridge. You know what I'm saying? I had to learn that a song builds. You had the beginning, then it's the hook, and the bridge is the part that we all love, right? The bridge is the part that you can't wait till that part of the song comes on, right? That's the bridge. Imagine Whitney Houston's song, Dolly Parton's song, whoever, I Will Always Love You. This is the mistake that new people make. You start out on that note when she'd be like, and I will always love you. And I. That's your whole thing. And then and it's like, wait, what is she? Wait, what? Huh? But you gotta ease people into stuff. You forgot about the beginning. You forgot the middle. You forgot about the hook. You just go straight to the bridge and you stay on the bridge. That's putting everything in it. And we like, wait, what song is she singing? You ever hear people redo a song? You be like, wait, what song is that? Then when you figure out the song, you be like, what is you doing? Why did you mess that song up like that? That's what y'all do when you have your first class and you shove everything into it. Think of Whitney. Well, no, see, Whitney sound good. Imagine me sounding like that, trying to sing that high part, and I just stay there. You're gonna be like, well, wait, what's going on? So that's what happens when you squeeze everything into one class. So if you liked my analogy, let me know. If you liked my singing for you guys, let me know. Okay, because I'm an artist and I'm real sensitive about my But did you get what I was trying to say? Don't shove everything into that first class. You're going to overwhelm people. And then there's nowhere for you to go. Because the name of the game is repeat buyers. What else are they going to buy from you? You should have it set up where people are constantly buying from you. But they can't buy it from if you gave them everything. And then if you start at that high note, you had nowhere else to go. Okay. So hopefully you all love my singing. Okay. Wait a minute. Teresa said in a crescendo at the end. You know what I mean? Y'all be doing too much. Roll. Okay. Diva, you're not supposed to be laughing at me. You're supposed to be laughing with me, not at me. Okay. We got to talk about that. All right. So, okay. So Darissa is laughing. All right. Thank you, Leslie. Leslie's telling me to sing. All right. Chanel says, I literally was thinking about this the other day. Thinking about what? Like people, okay, next level, think next level in sales. Yes. You cannot start here. There's nowhere for like that note. And that's the highest note. Where else can you go from there? There's nowhere else to go. All right. So thank you. Thank you everybody who encouraged me with my vocals, put my example out there. But I bet you y'all won't forget it. I bet you next time you create something, you're gonna be like, wait, am I starting up here? Okay. All right. The other mistake that people make is you give fluff and you're skimpy on A. You make this big promise. I'm gonna show you how to do A, B, all that. I'm gonna show you how to do all this stuff. And then this happens at a lot of conferences. They build you up. You done spent your rent money to get there, plane ticket, all this stuff. Then when you get there, they're just constantly selling you to all this other stuff. And it's like, hey, well, if you really want to know how to do what I promised you initially for that first ticket money, you need to invest $35,000. And you're like, well, I never got what I paid for. That's the other mistake you make. Because if you never deliver on what you promised, you're not going to get a repeat buyer. You are not going to get a repeat buyer. Listen to me when I tell you, you ain't getting no repeat buyer. Okay, I think somebody was encouraging me. Thank you. They told me to sing. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I like to have fun. I love to teach. So Leslie says she's been there. So what you want to do is, and you know, a lot of times people feel like, well, if I tell you things, that's it. No, there should be levels to what you know and levels to execution. I tell my clients, help people to implement. That's where the money is. People are doling out all this information, but they're not giving anything. So that is how you create those repeat buyers, you guys. And I have begun to master that, and I'm gonna keep doing it. So and I can show you that on my own dashboard where I don't even have 200 customers yet, but I have like over 500 sales. And the way that it's calculated is they look at the actual number of real life people who have come to my store and purchased my school and purchased something, and then they look at the things that they have purchased. And my numbers are ridiculous. They buy on average like 3 or 4 things. So I think I know what I'm talking about. All right. And then what you have to do is you have to not allow people to make you feel bad for being creative, because some people are like, dang, you creating another class? Dang, you creating another clinic? Yes, because I know what my people need and I anticipate the need. So don't let haters make you feel like, dang, you teaching something else? Yeah, it's called a school. Yeah, because people will make you think like you shouldn't keep creating and you shouldn't keep charging. No, please, not over here. All right, so it's next levels. Okay, you got the singing. All y'all gonna be singing that song tonight. All right, share this. Okay, so you've been there. And so on Facebook, you say, Shalina, you are on tonight. I love your joy. The joy of the Lord be your strength. Yes, I love to teach you guys. I love it so much. I love to teach. And I don't want any of you being taken advantage of people anymore. Like I say, don't be a walking broke Google. Okay, because you're so smart, you know everything, and people are always coming to you and they're draining you because some of you know like how to get contracts and how to get grants, and people come to you, they know that, oh, come on, help me out, and next thing you know, you done wrote this grant, they got them $1,000,000, $100,000, whatever, and do you think they would circle back and show you some type of appreciation, and it should be monetary? No, they don't. And then now you're feeling bad, but you won't stop. Like, listen, my mom had to set me straight last year. I was like, Mom, every time I help somebody, they end up using me and da 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 da. She said, you know what? It's your fault at this point. She's like, you keep doing it, now stop. And she hung up the phone on me. I was like, oh my God, she's so harsh. But she was right. And you know what I said? This year, I said, I am not building up anyone else's brand except my own. We can work together on our own brands, but I'm giving my brand 1,000%. I'm tired of building everybody else up, helping everybody else up, giving everybody else my genius, giving everybody else like my magic that I have, and not giving it to myself. A lot of ladies, you struggle with this. You help the pastor, you help the church, you help the first lady, you help your kids, you help the PTA, you help your husband, you help your boyfriend, you help your family, you help the community, you give everyone your all, you give your jobs your all, but you give yourself what's left over, and usually it's nothing. So when you tell me, Shalina, I worked all day and I'm tired, I do believe you, but sis, you got to change that. That same energy, that same creativity that you give to others, you got to start applying. And once I got serious about that, I started applying it to myself. I was partnered with Fiverr earlier in the year, and I was building up doing things for them. But I told my closest confidants, I said, it's going to be a co-branded event. It's going to be best-selling year in Fiverr. They're going to see my vertical banner next to Fiverr's. I'm not building anybody else up. Some of you need to make a pledge right now. I'm going to give 1,000% to me, 1,000% to my business, 1,000% to my goals. Until you make that promise to yourself, you're going to be stuck. And so one of my clients years ago, she said, Shalina, why don't you do for yourself what you do for us? And a lot of people say, well, you know, you need a coach. Yeah, and I do have coaches for different things. But I said, she's right. And I started holding myself to a higher standard. I started holding myself accountable. If you're going to be a leader, you know, I started connecting back to God, like letting God lead and guide me. You have to start doing it. So right now, what I want you guys to do, I want you to type 1,000 in the comments. Like, Shalina, from this day forward, I'm going to give me 1,000%. I'm going to go hard for me 1,000%. It's okay. Like Dr. Stevie Aisha Mills and I, we work very closely together. And the reason why we're working and we're both growing is Stevie gives 1,000 to what she does, and I give 1,000 to what I do. And then when we come together, we help each other. But I'm giving 1,000 to me, she's giving 1,000 to her. Whereas though before it's like, oh, you know, we're gonna put all the focus on this person. No, stop that. So I want you guys to type 1,000 in the comments and let me see what you all are talking about. Okay. Someone, Sophia says, keep creating. Someone says, can we share this? So Carol, you can share it. If you go to my personal profile, you can share it from there because I'm live on my personal profile. Sophia says, I sent them to my link to schedule time and pay. Yes, people not playing. So, okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. Shakima said you can share it from my personal profile. Wawana says, leave it to mama to tell the truth. Listen. Carol says, thank you. She is really speaking to me. I seriously needed this tonight. You're welcome. All right, 1,000% from Diva. 1,000% from Leslie. Shakima says, you're welcome. Shakima's being Shakima saying 1,000%. Sophia's 1,000. Waiwana's 1,000. You know, so thank you. You have to give 1,000%. If you give 1,000% to yourself, let me tell you, you talking about, you want to see God move? You want to see God move on your behalf? You start putting 1,000% into those dreams and goals. And let me tell you, in this first half of 2020, God instructed me, don't create anything new. Go back to those old dreams. Go back to those journals. How many of you have journals? Go back to those notebooks that you had. Get them off the shelf. Get them out the trunk. Get them out the closet. Get them out the dresser. Open them back up. Go back to those dreams and ideas I gave you 2-3 years ago. Now is the time. Act on them. We're so used to like putting our dreams and stuff on the back burner. We're so used to like putting everyone else ahead of us. This is the time. Like COVID-19 slowed so many things down. Now is the time. And then some of you may be like, well, Shalene, I have the kids at home. Listen, this is how you change your life. Declare and decree what you want first. Commit to what you're going to do first and really mean it. Be like, come hell, come high water, I'm going to spend an hour every morning working on writing my book. I'm going to spend an hour every morning connecting to God. I'm going to spend an hour every morning connecting to God and journaling. I'm going to spend an hour every morning on my business. You must commit first. People think this how you do it. You can commit to paying a bill that you don't have the money for. The commitment comes first. You commit to that thing. Like, let me tell you, when I had to pay child support for my son, when I had no income coming in, and my son's father, him and his lawyer got me on like something called earning capacity, where it's like, even if you don't have a job with money coming in, they look at your health, your education and all that, and they assess you off of that. And they say, we don't care, you don't have no job. This is, according to this is how much you pay. Then when I got that, when I finally got the bill, because at first it is a bill because depending upon how long the case has been going, they give you a whole stack of arrears. I saw that money and I said, oh, if I don't come up with these 3 stacks, $3,000 plus, I'm going to jail. I said, oh no, Diva can't go to jail. Oh no. And then I remember reading a book by a man named Stephen Chandler. And I believe it was like Time Warrior. Maybe it was Time Warrior. And he talked about the power of a commitment. He says, if you commit to something with your whole heart, it doesn't matter what your circumstances are. He said, as long as you commit to it, it has to come to pass. The circumstances have to fall in line. The resources have to show up. I said, you know what? I'm going to pay my child support. I'm going to pay off this arrears in my son's father's face. And I really meant it. And I remember my family was standing around laughing at me, but I meant that with my whole heart. I said, I'm going to commit. I don't care what happens. I'm going to commit. I ain't going to miss no dates, nothing. I don't care. Don't you know, 2 days later, this idea came to me like, hey, why don't you sell your old car because, it's not working anymore. And if you sell it, you'll have your money to pay off your arrears. And the old me would have been like, no, what if I don't find a buyer? Some of y'all are so like, you're just so negative. You always default. What if it don't work? What if nobody buy my stuff? What if don't nobody care? I'm like this. If I got a choice, I'm like, yo, I'm gonna roll with it. Okay. So when that idea came to me, I said, I could sell the car. And then I thought, I remember Mr. Fred said he wanted to, I just gave myself a chance, y'all. And then I said, Mr. Fred. So I called up Mr. Fred and I said, Mr. Fred, listen, this is my situation. I need to sell this car because I need to get some money to pay off this child support. And he saw me as a daughter. He said, okay, not a problem. And he said, are you ready? I said, yeah, I'm ready. I had the title ready, the keys ready, everything. So and then the old me would have been like, let's do it next week. Let's do it tomorrow. The new me that time said, let's do it right now today. So Mr. Fred met me. He gave me all the money that took care of my arrears plus some. Remember 2 days before I committed to, I'm going to pay these arrears off and I'm not going to be late. I really committed to that, even though I had no money. Y'all don't understand the power of your mind. You don't understand how powerful you are. And my Christians, oh, y'all don't understand how powerful the word of God is. And when you really stand on it, I don't know why I'm going here, but somebody needs to hear this story. So I go to Mr. Fred. I'm like, yo, he counted out the money, and it was the money to cover the arrears. So I'm like, okay, boo boo. I'm thinking to myself, to my son's father, like, try again. You tried to get me. Try again. I'm gonna pay these arrears off. And then I had enough money to take care of like the first 2 months to give me a jump start. And the funny thing is, years later, my son's father said, he was standing like outside his office and he saw the tow truck drive by with my car on it, the car that he had purchased for me. He was like, I know that wasn't her car. And it's like, so what? It's mine. And Because I made the commitment to honor that child support no matter what, the opportunity, the way had to show up. The resources had to show up. So I share all that to tell you, gotta commit to your business. You gotta commit. See, I'm gonna give 1,000%. You make a commitment no matter what. I don't care what you have, commitments are not made on that. Commitments are made on what you want. And then everything falls in place. So let me go back. Some of you, like during COVID, is a great time, but you're like, Shalina, the kids are home all the time. You sit down and you make a commitment. What are you going to commit to? Don't, well, my kids, no, don't forget that right now. What are you going to commit to? You know what? I'm going to wake up an hour earlier. I'm going to write my book, or I'm going to get my business plan. I'm going to do that. I'm going to wake up an hour early and I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it like 5 times a week, Monday through Friday, or 7 times. I'm going to do it. That's a commitment. And you know what ends up happening? And y'all may think I'm joking. God will cause your kids to wear themselves out that they sleep an hour later. Give you free time. Your husband or your mate will actually begin to see like, wow, she's really serious about this. I'm going to support her. Honey, baby, what do you need for me to support you? Do you need me to watch the kids a little longer? You know, do you need my mom or somebody to come over? When people see your commitment, they move, they take action. But you're too weak to even commit to yourself. Commitment, I'm telling you, commitments are not based on your circumstances. Commitments are based on what you want. What you're going to commit to. I'm telling you, commit. I'm gonna wake up an hour early. I'm gonna do this. God will cause your kids to act right. And then the kids, depending on how old they are, you enroll your kids in the vision. Say, mommy got to wake up an hour early because mommy need to write that book. So I need y'all to behave. Okay, mommy. Turn it into a game. Okay, mommy. The next thing you know, your kids will be like, yo, mommy, you work on your book today? You need an hour of time. Okay, we're going to go play, mommy. I'm telling you, it works this way. But you got to stop allowing your current circumstances to dictate what you're going to do and what you're not going to do. One of my favorite motivational speakers, pastors, is Reverend Ike. He says, baby, you got to disrespect the facts. The facts may say I don't have no money right now. The facts may say I don't have the support I need right now. But I tell you, you got to disrespect them. You got to lean on your faith. You got to honor your dreams. You got to honor your commitments. You got to be bold and brave. And you say, no matter what comes, I'm a honor this. I'm telling you, that's how I get emotional thinking about it, because it's the times in my life when I didn't have a way, when I couldn't see a way, when everything was against me, when I just felt like if another thing happens to me, God, I'm going to lose it. But I said, it's a scripture in the Bible where David says, though you slay me, I'm still going to trust you. Some of y'all are going through so much stuff right now. And it's like, God, if another thing happens to me, I don't know if I can handle it. I'm telling you, I've been there. I've been there. But it was the dream, y'all. It was the dream of where I know I could go if I held on. It was that dream of me helping millions of women. It was that dream of me building a legacy. It was that dream of me just being the best I can be. It was so strong that it made me want to get up one more time. Yo, and I've fallen flat on my face. I don't know how many times I've fallen. People counted me out. People talked about me. People thought I was crazy for believing. So some of y'all been like this COVID done really knocked y'all down, but you got to get back up one more time and commit. You got to commit to excellence. You got to commit to greatness. You got to commit to your dream. As long as you're living, that dream is not dead. Go back to those ideas. Honor them. Take action. Get the help you need. If you want to build the online schools and classes, look, this. You need to look no further. Go here. But I'm telling some of y'all, you got to get back up one more time, baby. Get back up again. I don't know who needed to hear this, because I really wasn't planning to share this. but I go where he wants me to go. So listen. All right, so Awana says that's real talk about people, resources, and time lining up with you when you commit. Yes. Shakim said, oh, I had to cry because so many times I got knocked down and I had to keep getting back up. My mom says you got to see what the end is going to be like. I want to see what the end version of Shalina, the best version of Shalina is going to be like. I got to see it. I want to meet her. I ain't go through all this for nothing. Eric Thomas says, get a reward. All right, so Carol said about the Bassett collection plate. Thank you for being so real. You're welcome. Yes, Job, lesson, you got to get back up. Somebody said, why you say it? It makes me cry because y'all don't know what I've been through. Someone says the message was meant for me to hear. Says you're welcome. Love you too, Yvonne. Yes, get back up one more time. Yes, get back up one more time. Go back to those old dreams, those old ideas. Open them back up. Now is the time. And people was asking me why was I crying. You don't know my story. You don't know what I've been through. And to see me where I'm at today, and to see where God has taken me in such a short period of time, it's mind-boggling. And to look at the people that I've helped along the way, it's just mind-boggling. So yeah, I'm sorry. I give God all the glory. And I get choked up because some of y'all are on the brink of something great. And that greatness is you. But it won't happen. It won't happen unless you commit. And you got to commit with nobody celebrating you. You got to commit with nobody clapping for you. You got to commit with nobody else believes in you. When I first got serious again about my business, like in early April, like I'm going to hit it again. I remember someone telling me, well, COVID is here. People don't have money to spend. I said, well, they're my ideal clients. They got money and they're going to spend it. So, yeah. And I declared March 16, 2020, that COVID was going to be a blessing for me and my business. I declared and I decreed it. And that's what I did. Hey, Erica. Thank you. Hey, Sister Annie. She love my transparency. Thank you. Wawana said, classmate, I'm signing off so I can peruse your online school catalog. I know your story, God, is so good. Well, Wawana, hold on 1 second. I want to show you guys something. I just want to show you this because I got to give God the glory and the honor. Okay, so can I just show you something, Wawana? I want to show you something very quickly. Because I got to give my God the glory, the honor, and the praise. Because he says, seek ye first the kingdom of God and all his righteousness, and these things shall be added unto you, right? I got serious about, I see my business as a ministry, you guys. I see my business as a ministry. I see my business as, so I see my business as a ministry, and I see my business as like what God has for me to do. All right, so hold on 1 second. Let me show you what listening to God is all about. Let me show you what happens when you align with God. And my clients, okay, so she's on here. Let me show you something. And my clients are my witnesses. My clients who can attest to what I'm about to show people. You all remember what I showed you on April the 12th, 2020. My clients, can you write down in the comments, what was the amount of money that I told you guys I had earned on April the 12th, 2020? You don't have to have the exact amount, but what was that amount? I was so happy because I switched platforms, right? I was on another online platform. I switched to another one, and I literally just started over. I started doing what God told me to do. In March, God said, be dangerously consistent. So I started showing up and I was being very consistent. And in April, God was telling me, lay my foundation. In May, I was supposed to execute, right? So in April, I started getting back into it, right? Okay, Shakima, do you guys see the amount that Shakima just posted? That I was joyful over $1,300 because I just started over. Some of y'all need to start over. All right. Some of y'all need to just go back and start over. Keep that in mind. Shakima said, what, $1,300. Does everybody see what Shakima has written? If you do, I want you to type yes in the comments. Because what I'm about to show you is going to blow your mind. Because it blows my mind. And it's happening to me. So if you see what I have, that amount Shakima has, just type a Y for yes. Type a Y for yes, please, because I'm about to show you the power of God. All my Christians on here, I'm about to show you the power of the Lord, of God, when you follow him. All right. So someone says yes. All right. You see? Yes. You see it? Yes. Okay. So I'm going to go back to Shakima. All right. So now what I'm going to do. All right. So okay. So you all see it. You all see it. That was April the 12th. April the 12th, 2020. I was at $1,003. Are you ready to see where God's leading and guiding has taken me? And I'm not showing you this to show off or nothing like that. I'm showing you to glorify God. You see those figures? Where was I on April the 12th, 2020? I was at $1,003 and I celebrated that. I was so happy because I'm like, wow, yo, I literally started over. I started over. And I was just tuning in and tapping into and listening to what God was telling me to do. This is what? It's not even 90 days. Not even 94 days. And look at that amount. Look at that amount. You're looking at $62,200 since April the 12th, 2020. No Facebook ads, no fancy launches. Just listening to God and what he was instructing me to do and being obedient and giving my dreams and my ideas 1,000% and respecting my dreams and my goals and developing my posture and me growing as an individual. This is what happens when you follow God. This is what happens when you commit. And then remember, I was showing you guys, I said I don't even have 200 customers, but what look at the far left. It says customers 185. I have 185 customers. Look at my sales, 541. So what that lets me know, and it should let you know, is okay, she got 185. People on average buy at least 3 things from me. At least 3 things. I think I know what I'm talking about because I listen to the greatest strategist ever. That's God. And I'm trusting myself and I'm respecting myself. So when I tell you with this online thing, packaging up your knowledge, I know what I'm doing. And like I said, this is without a huge following. I don't have a big group. I have 1,500 people in my group. I don't have a big email list. I don't have this huge following. Okay? That's me tapping into my brain, my muscle, my brain. That's me tapping into God. And I give him all the glory. I give God all the glory. Every turn, I give him the glory because y'all don't know where I was around this time last year. You don't even know where I was in January, but I made some decisions. I made some commitments. And then my clients on here, it's not only me. You have a lot of coaches who they just show you their results. I have clients, Dr. Stevie. Dr. Stevie's like at $15,000. She opened her school May the 25th. She's already above $15,000. We have Shakima. Shakima is a brand new coach. She's about to cross $2,000. We have Darissa. Darissa's about to cross $3,000. I have people all up and down who I have helped them build their own schools and they're earning their own money. So by me being obedient, God is blessing me, but look at the lives that I'm changing and the people that I'm blessing. Y'all, this is real money. This ain't fake. Some woman was like, I was making up numbers. I can't make up numbers like that. There's no need for me to make up. I changed my relationship with money. Okay. So, let me just look at some of the things. Okay. So you guys saw. So Darissa said, look at God. And Darissa, tell them how much money you've earned. Yes. 62,000. Yes. Wow. And listen, look at God. I give him all the glory. Yes, we serve an awesome God. She says, I don't know what that meant. The amen. Amen. $3,000 or more is what Darissa said. She's earned $3,000 or more. That's what she meant. Khadija saying commitment. All right. Shakima says, that is why he blesses you the way he does, because I give him all the glory. So Wawana, I just wanted to show you that because, Okay. Darissa said 2,700. She's at 2,700. Shakeem is almost at 2,000. Stevie's almost at 15,000 since May 25th, y'all. And I teach them posture, like putting boundaries. I teach them what your first class should be. what to put in it, what not to put in it, how to create the sales page for it, how to create the graphic for it. They get ongoing support. So this is what you get when you enroll in the online class. All right, you guys. So, okay. Yeah. Darissa said 3 products or more. So on average, people buy 3 products or more from me. 3 products or more from me. So I'm excited, you guys. I'm looking forward to 100,000. I know 100K is around the corner, and to God just be the glory. It really is. To God be the glory. And the reason why I really love my testimonies, because a lot of times, yes, repeat. I have a lot, as you can see, I have repeat customers. It's people try to play God like God is just, whatever. No, no, no. God wants you to prosper and have money too, and help people too. So let's not forget that. Let's not get it confused. So Erica says she teaches everything you need to be successful. I do, because I want you to be successful, you guys. So I'm going to hop off of here because it got a little emotional for me, but somebody needed to hear that. Somebody needs to commit to yourself. And it's not being selfish, okay? You need to commit to yourself. Yes, Shakima says, get in the online school. It will bless your life. You're going to get a good community of people, a good group of people going to support you. We're here to make sure you get it, make sure you understand it, and you earn money. At the end of the day, you got to earn money. Got to help you create your best-selling year. So if anybody has any questions, feel free to reach out, leave questions on here, but just jump into the school. Jump in so you can get the help that you need, okay, you guys? And before I go, if you're on my personal profile, can you share this? Just share it, send it to somebody who needs it, start a watch party, all that stuff. Let people know and say, well, Wanda says, thank you. I'm glad I continue to listen. Thank you so much for tuning in as well. So you guys, listen, before you go, I'm going to need you to do 2 things. I need you to let me know that you found value. Type a V in the comment and then type 1,000. V and 1,000. That lets me know you found value, and it lets me know that you're committing to giving yourself, giving your dreams 1,000% of you. And when you do that, you're going to blow your own mind. Like, I always dreamed I could do it, but I'm doing it. All right. So let's see what we have here. Zarissa says, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Yes, I appreciate you, Sensei. Leslie says V. Zarissa says V. 1,000. 1,000. 1,000. 1,000. Being 1,000. Being 1,000. I'm telling you, when you put it on, being 1,000. When you put it on, you're gonna be surprised. All that you used to give into the pastor, to your mama, to your loved one, to your kids, to your community, you turn it inward. Oh baby, you're gonna be like, and watch God just move. And like all that you've been through, is you're gonna see this God making it like a slingshot. You that slingshot. You like, every time I take 2 steps forward, I go 4 steps backwards. Oh my God, child. Gonna sling it back. Pew. And people gonna be like, it's a bird, it's a plane. What is it? Oh, that's Annie. Oh, that's Shalina Diva. Oh yeah, that's Wawana. That's Darissa. That's Shakima. That's what God will do for you. I promise you. I promise you. I promise you. So Shakima, okay. Hey, I like that. Keep your crown. Ooh, V 1,000. I love this YouTube because somebody said they giving 10,000. Look, I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at that. If it's 10,000, I ain't mad. Shakima say, I'm so proud of Shalene. Thank you. I'm proud. Guess I'm proud of me too. And then I'm proud of my clients like Shakima, who, Shakima is such a hard worker. She really puts it on. And I tell you, all right. Oh, that's Lulu. All right. All right. So you guys, thank you so much for tuning in. YouTube, I'm going to start producing more videos for you guys. I promise. I always say that, but I really promise. All right, you guys. So I love you all. Thank you for tuning in. And make sure that you share this. Comment, like, YouTube people, like it, comment, share it. Let YouTube know this is good stuff. Okay, Facebook on my personal profile, like, comment, share this with people. I really appreciate that. All right, so keep your crown. Says, thank you, Queen. My middle name is Shakima. Okay, so I've been saying Shakima. So she's like, how she know my name? But I'm talking about Shakima S. Perry. That's her. So yeah, so thank you for leading the way with value. Thank you so much, you guys. I appreciate you all. You have a good night. I'll see you on the other side. And hopefully, wait a minute before you go. Hopefully, the other side is inside of my online classroom. Okay, you guys, I love you. And I'll see you on the other side. Be blessed.